a undisclosed location promoting No Kings. Because yeah, perfect description of how I feel. That's how I feel. So yes, it is wonderful. Hopefully the rest of the country is getting just as active with us. I don't know how that's a choice. I mean, it's an obvious choice. Democracy or dictatorship? Why is it a no-brainer? That seems to be a brainer. Yeah, because they don't believe he's a dictator, because they think that he's just a typical candidate who just does typical strongman stuff, which is very... Yeah, me too. I think Andre Carson will be here too. Bernie Sanders is in Minnesota. I just was thinking that he could come here. Bernie should come to Indy and see what Indiana's. But he has to go to Minnesota is under siege, so that's why he's there.
America!
No Kings. No Kings.
That's so cool.
No Kings.
Yes.
Yes. Why is it other countries also have had trials on the Epstein files, but we are still the only country who has yet touched any of those people? Also a good question. A lot of the countries have prosecuted these people. Perfect. I need that. That's beautiful. I love that. Try this little kid out. You see that? That was classic.
Another guy back there.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Where's my favorite governor? I think he's probably with Turning Point USA. He's probably hanging out with those Washington people who he has been hanging out with a while. He's trying to bring Turning Point USA to Indiana to be our sole function, is to be a Christian state.
I love that.
It's very interesting how he's trying to pull that off. At least an actual real function for the flag.
I know.
Yeah. It's just normal for the city. You're not down here enough to go to enjoy that. Yeah, they're fine. Well, as long as we have a functioning system in our government.
But I print those ones.
You never know. Love it. Here we go. Here's the speakers. I wonder if it's Mothers Against Dictators. Maybe.
Yeah, we are out here.
We'll get him.
How are you going to do this?
God, I hate when it happens.
No, that was.
There we go. There we go. I love it.
Roll up.
Like I said, all sorts of people come on. This is a common cause. Exactly. I'm just looking to find where they're giving out signs. There is people who hand out free signs.
What they did with the current road funding formula, so that's what we're trying to change.
Oh, can I? You guys have any things to carry around, like flags or signs or something?
I got these are ice whistle. It's got the number for Ice Watch on there. And then,
Okay.
if you want, you
Sure,
can
please. Yeah,
carry that
absolutely.
around.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Okay.
They want us to be submissive. What do you say?
No. Oh no.
Female that has a skin.
Oh, they have a new phrase.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yay! Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yay! In the back. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yay! God, you guys are so beautiful. Okay. All right, last one for me. This is called the laughter meditation. This is one where really let them hear it. So
I'll
start
follow you on.
First thing, everybody smile. Biggest smile you can get. Big old smile. There you go. Big, big smile. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to start with a little giggle. Everybody just kind of... Even in the back. All right, now bring it up to a light laugh.
I guess it's because things are too damn serious. So you have to laugh.
Now bring it down. Little rabbit. Now bring it down to that light laugh again.
Read the room.
Now to the giggle. All right, bring it back up to that small laugh
Yeah,
again.
it's the only way to keep people from being angry is to...
Peace, no war, no life.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let it loose, you guys.
See, there it is. Laugh is a powerful thing. So multiple chants going on.
You guys are beautiful. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yay! One more. Oh, that's good. Oh. One more again. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yay! You guys think we're
I can't even compete with that.
No.
Oh, that's good. Yay!
No speakers
Take
yet?
a big deep breath. You've earned it. Breath in and out. And turn around and look at this crowd. Look at all these people choosing to be here at this time in history. And you know what? They counted on you staying home. They were banking on it. They miscalculated. Turn to somebody that you did not come here with and say, thank you for being here. That moment where a stranger becomes a neighbor, that is the start of something beautiful.
Oh, maybe because that guy over
I am the
there.
Reverend
The cops are
Dr.
confused about him.
Sarah
I'm
Radican,
gonna get his picture and he moves.
sometimes called Dr. Happy, and sometimes called the Honey Badger of Joy. And you'll see why. It is time, Indiana, it is time for us us to reclaim something that has been taken from us. Our joy. Oh, yes. There is a lot of chaos in our world right now. We know it. We can't help but know it. And in difficult times, especially in the difficult times, joy is necessary because joy is an act of radical resistance. Y gracias por su paciencia, porque estoy aprendiendo, pero, la alegría es resistencia radical. Say it in English or Espanol or whatever language your grandmother prayed in. It's still true. And beloveds, we know what resistance can look like. Already, we have marched together. We have sung together. And now, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, tra la 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 la, we have laughed together. And you can feel it in the air and the ground beneath our feet. That shift in energy is not a distraction. And it is not us turning a blind eye to the difficulties around us. That shift is what power feels like when it remembers itself. They need us divided. They want us stressed and scrolling at 2 a.m. Anyone know what that feels like?
Donald Trump does.
They want us backstabbing and fighting with each other. They want us consumed by the relentless machine of misery, suspicious of strangers and suspicious of each other, too tired and too scared to think straight. Because scared people are easy to control. Burned out people stop showing up. But a joyful people is a problem for somebody. And when we anchor unity and connection and hope and joy, we become very hard to manipulate. Now, like many in this crowd, I am a veteran. I'm a Navy veteran, no shade.
Yeah, for sure.
My kid's dad is a Marine, house divided. And I raised 4 kids here in Indiana, one of whom is actively serving in the Army and another in the Air Force. I know in my bones what it means to commit to something bigger than ourselves and to hold that line. Because that line, even when it's hard, matters. And I'm telling you that line is worth holding. Democracy, freedom, the fragile, stubborn, beautiful, worth every drop of sweat, promise that something beautiful is still possible. Now the fastest way
at the moment,
to
no, I
kill
don't
a
have one. My wife
democracy is not
piano teacher.
law, policy.
I'm a politician. I'm political.
Vision
But it's hard to
and
drop the
exhaustion.
anarchist politics and
If
politics.
you keep people overwhelmed and isolated long enough,
running for
they
campaigns,
just
running
give
for
up.
office is what I'm doing.
Every one of us knows somebody who is at home today because they are scared
I'm gonna
or
run for
just
governor and
out
something.
of steam.
As an independent.
Exhaustion is their strategy. So let me be very clear. Joy is ours.
I'm helping Greg Ballard to beat Diego Morales.
Joy cannot be controlled and joy cannot be divided. And that is exactly why it scares them.
Because I don't see.
They cannot take our joy unless we hand it over. Are we handing it over?
Sometimes you have to vote.
When we laugh together,
As long as the change
stress
doesn't go
evaporates.
another direction.
When we can see and hear each other and know each other better, we realize we are not
He
the
hasn't been on, so we
enemy.
need a better government.
We are
And then
all
you might see some
humans
change, but Indiana
struggling
government
together
is not
towards a
pro-Indian.
better future.
We,
Yeah.
And when we remember that, our
No,
community
Oh, thank you for
grows
my-
stronger.
but no,
Our courage
I'm
gets bigger, and our power becomes
Yeah, my
undeniable.
If they're going to replace him with Todd Rakita or Jim
And
Banks,
friends,
it's going to be that
that's
type
not
of thing.
wishful thinking. That's just human biology.
Yeah,
Now
but
listen,
in
and I need you to
2028, they're
hear
gonna
me
run,
here
and they're
because
gonna
I'm
put
about to
those
get a little preachery and a little
It's
therapist-y,
about money.
and that's no accident.
They haven't been able to put up
I am not saying that everything is fine.
and a lot of good
We can see what's happening here at home, across our nation, and around the world. And friends, it's heavy.
Don't worry. We have a
We are
plan.
all
We'll
carrying
do that.
grief
I'm a smart guy.
and fear
Not like
and
most of the people
anger,
in Indiana who run
and
for
those feelings are real and they are justified. But when negativity, even righteous fury, burns without pause, it will scorch our body and our soul. And we cannot be the martyr to the flame of greed and despair. We are needed here now to build a better tomorrow. And friends, joy makes that possible. Because joy does something that rage cannot.
I'm glad that
Rage will get you out of your
Biden gave them
seat
the
and
initiative
on the front line.
to roll it around.
But joy reminds us why we are here and what we are fighting for. Our kids, our neighbors, ourselves, our right to live and speak and love freely.
Blocked a lot of his policies with the help
We
of
hold these
Biden got-
truths to be
Congress blocked the aid to
self-evident.
Ukraine.
That
That was
all
under Biden,
are
but that was
created
because Mike
equal,
Johnson.
endowed with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Younger than him? They could have asked.
not as messed up as Trump.
That's true. That's 100%.
And we
I've seen
are
Biden's
still
speeches.
here making them
I've seen Biden's
true.
speeches and they're not bad.
All of us
obviously
have
he's good.
different stories, different backgrounds, different reasons that brought us here today, and different paths we will walk when we leave this place.
I did too, but
But look around. Are you
I
alone?
voted for Harris. But I didn't know.
Absolutely not. And that right there is the power. We are in this together.
But he said
And that power is
He
what
said, I'm going to
topples
bankrupt this country, but it will bounce back. It's
That
bigger than
power
he said.
cannot
He
be
said,
bought.
it will come back. Don't
It
worry.
cannot be
Don't panic.
legislated away.
So that's a
It
good question. He's
cannot
like,
be
when will it come back?
redistricted out of existence.
He was last time. Yeah, I don't know. He might make an appearance.
But we're still
He
here,
was here.
side
He
by
was here at the very
side
beginning. I
and
don't know
heart
why
by
he's
heart.
not. There's another person here.
So what are you going to do with your
Maybe he was here in
power?
the first one. So
Get out
first one,
there.
not the second.
Talk to some
Second one was some
strangers.
other
There are a
people.
few
The
here.
first one he came.
Make some new friends.
everyone gets
Take care of yourself
It has.
and take
Back
care
then, yeah.
of
It's
each
not
other.
easy. Some people
Laugh
support
together
only.
until your
That's a long
face
drive.
hurts
Bloomington people
and
come.
your soul starts to
I'm impressed the fact that it's Indian.
Even
Indiana's pretty red. At least on the political stage.
when it's hard. They have a strategy. So
Sometimes
do
it can be,
we.
but not as much.
Exhaustion is their strategy.
Yeah, they need
Joy is ours.
Their
Say it with
politicians don't
me.
like them.
Exhaustion is their strategy. Joy is
Look at Ron Paul. He decided
Again,
to flip the script
exhaustion
randomly.
is their strategy.
they're going down.
Joy is ours.
That means he has a brand on this.
Joy is radical resistance, and we're gonna make sure everybody knows it. So rise up together, and when you do,
Yes.
make a
Yeah.
joyful noise, because together
Yeah.
we are the revolution.
I follow him. I follow him. I follow the Russian dude. He's a Russian who gives information about what's going on in Russia.
I am
And
just
he's,
so excited to invite him.
And then I follow this Chinese guy. His name is David Zhang. He does a really great analysis of China's situation. And so I put them all together. And I have my set of three countries that I'm looking at: Ukraine, Russia, and China. And then I
This
analyze.
is what your FAFO crew looks like.
Yeah, Jason J. Smart. I love that guy.
So, I want to interrupt our
Yeah, that's
temporary
because
programming
David Zhang
because I
basically
feel
explains
like
that they
this
have a
is
really good
an,
propaganda machine.
I had
They have-
tried and tried and
they
tried
have
to get
800
a
million people in
multi-religious, multicultural
And they actually might not
prayer,
have
and
that
this is as
many
good as
people
we're going to
living
get, and the universe just handed me
According to
something,
some
so we're
news, they
going to
might
go with
actually be
it.
faking 5 million
Here's
people in the
Brother
population.
Johnny! He has came all the way from New Mexico to speak to us today.
Yeah,
from
but that's
one
why
reverend
they
to another. I want to say thank you everybody for coming. I stumbled upon this rally, and I'm totally heartened by seeing the diversity in the crowd, all walks of life and faith and people, and it's just human condition we're seeing here. And thank God you're here, exercising your rights. I appreciate you all for doing that, and I want to make sure all of you understand that the signs that I see, I've taken a few photos with you because I love Jesus was a refugee too. Yes, yes he was. And as far as Trump and ICE, they can go to hell.
Now they really... Is a Russian who wants to be free from places that are or if they could afford it.
And now, for a really awesome way to make a joyful noise, I am so grateful to introduce David Barnhouse and the Indie Singing Resistance.
I was in Russia in 2011, and it is really hard for. I was buying alcohol for Russians, and they were.
All right, Indie Singing Resistance singers will make a song circle with all y'all. We're making a jumbo singing circle. I say joy, you say justice. Joy, joy. I say justice, you say now. Justice, justice. America has. America has no king. America has no king. All right, I think we're in agreement. And as we have come together as a community, as a group of neighbors, we will continue our agreements. Repeat after me. I will share. I will share. My joy today. My joy today. I will sing. I will sing for justice today. For justice today. We will rise. We will rise for those who can't. For those who can't. We will rise. We will rise. And we will win. We will win. We will rise. We will rise. And we will win. We will win. We will rise, and 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 we will win. Yeah.
Kiev.
So 2 months ago in Dilley, Texas, the ICE detention
I've been
center
all over Ukraine, but
housed
I lived
children
in
who
all
were
my friends
screaming,
so I didn't want to be in the city
"Libertad,
and have to
freedom."
travel all the time.
And so Lou Aya of the Peace Poets
My
wrote
wife's
this
family's from
song
Western Ukraine, so
about
there was
that.
travel to go between
The voices
family and where
of
we
our
live.
children will be our guide.
The best way I can
They cried freedom, and now we rise. One line at a time, sing it with me. The voices of our children will be our guide. Again, the voices of our children will be our guide. Next line. They cried
I'm a Michigan guy, but good
freedom,
job, guys.
and now we rise. They cried.
That'd be big too.
Put it together a little faster. The voices of our children will be our guide. They cried freedom, and now we rise. The voices of our children will be our guide. They cried freedom. I can't hear you. The voices will be our guide. They cried freedom. So now we rise. The voices of our children will be our guide. Freedom. Now we rise. One more time, y'all. Sing out. The voices of our children. Come on, Indianapolis. They cried freedom, so now we rise. I am surrounded by a remarkable group of song leaders with indie singing resistance. And in front of me, I see a powerful group of humans who show up for our neighbors. If your heart just said yes to singing resistance, come and find us today. This movement is all of yours too. So let's sing one more. This is a freedom love song, also from the Peace Poets. Repeat after me, please. We are the movement. We are the movement. Liberation moving. Liberation moving. For every single human. For every single human. We have come to win. We have come to win. Same thing. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. That's why we sing. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come. That's why we sing. We are the liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. Come on, Indy. We are the movement. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. Make it count, y'all. Make it count. Liberation moving. For every single human. We have come to win. Have come to win.
All right, everyone, give it up for Indy Singing Resistance. All right, now remember, at 3:30 we have something else planned. I will see you all back at 3:30. Yes, thank you all so very much for everything. I have not had my top speaker check in. That doesn't mean you didn't do it on purpose because, you know, I've been around chicken my head off. Come on, are you here? No? You here? I hear you. Hey, baby. You up next?
Hey, remember Ukraine.
Have y'all heard of this little thing called the Mead Hope Indy? No? You about to.
Can you move?
That's right.
They're catchy. I feel like the lyrics aren't.
Watch out for me.
Yeah?
No.
I know.
No, but those
We're going to do something special at 3:30. You should wait around. You know I am not 100% ever sure. I mean, I could say yes, and then I could be wrong, and something can happen in Washington, D.C. Like, you know, so I won't do that. All right, so I have a question. Have y'all seen the little hi, hello QR code that's with all our marketing for No Kings 3ND? Yes, maybe? All around you'll see these yellow signs that have that QR code. On that QR code, I'm going to need you to pull out your phones. I'm going to need you to go to that QR code at some point today when you run into it or go back online and look for it. In that QR code, it should check your voter registration. We linked it in there. It also has a list to check your elected officials. Do y'all know what the last day to register to vote is? Who knows? I love you. Yes, April 7th. So make sure before April 7th you check because we all know there's funny things going on.
They're removing people from the roll, the voter roll. That clergy voter roll.
All right, so our first speaker up for this section is Kamal Khan and from Umeed Hope Indy.
Hello everybody, how are you doing? Amazing. My name is Kamal Khan from Umeed Hope Indy. I'm a Sikh Punjabi immigrant, therapist, social worker, and the mental health director of our visual aid organization. We gather here under a simple but urgent truth. There are no kings in the democracy. Only people in the systems we choose to build together. If we're honest, we have to ask, what kind of system are we actually living in? Because many of us were taught to fear distant governments, secret police, repression of speech, unchecked power. And yet, when we look around, we see surveillance expanding, dissent being punished, and entire communities treated as disposable. These aren't abstract warnings anymore. These are, and have been, lived realities for many people right here. And we cannot tell this story without naming what has always been true. If we had listened to Black, Brown, and Indigenous communities, we would not be here repeating the same cycles of harm. They have been sounding the alarm since the very founding of this nation, warning us about extraction, displacement, and violence as structure, not exception. And when global wars redrew borders and created new nations through economic and political strategy, we were told it was progress. But too often, it was simply the evolution of domination under new language. So we cannot fall for the idea that colonization is only in the past. Occupation continues to shape life and death in the present. We see it in Palestine, where displacement and sustained violence have produced mass destruction and erasure of entire communities. We see it in the Congo, where extraction has been enforced through generations of violence and resource theft. We see it in Venezuela and Cuba, where economic warfare and political pressure shape everyday survival. We see it in Puerto Rico and Hawaii, where land, labor, and sovereignty have been continuously constrained. Really so much people are treated as others, but not fully represented. Different democracies, same logic. And still, we are told to be patient, to trust the process, to wait. But delayed justice is not neutral. Delayed justice is denial. We'll have elected officials here today who know how to perform neutrality, how to speak in optics, and carefully manage language. But who still aligns themselves with systems, policies, and actors that enable harm, including racism and sexual abuse? Pay attention to the broader picture. Pay attention to what representation actually looks like, not tokenism. Because representation is not neutrality. Real representation is accountability. It is not hesitation in the face of harm. It is not carefully staying above injustice while communities sink beneath it. It is clarity. It is choosing sides when dignity is on the line. It is refusing politeness. It is refusing to let politeness become complicity. And yes, real leadership is not comfortable. It is not easy to digest. It is not optimized for approval. It is grounded in the belief that there is no price worth paying that requires our communities to continue absorbing violence. What's often called stability or order is, in practice, comfort. Specifically, white and class comfort. And comfort depends on not seeing, not feeling, not being disrupted by injustice. Until now, and that comfort has had a cost. It's the cost of communities over-policed and underprotected. It's the cost of workers fighting for rights that should never be negotiable. It's the cost of immigrants and culture celebrated when convenient but resisted when they demand power. Everything we're told to love about this place, its diversity, its creativity, its promise, was not granted from the top down. It was fought for. It was disrupted into existence. So when we say no kings, we're rejecting the idea that power can ever be so concentrated, so insulated, that it becomes unaccountable. We're rejecting systems that ask some to wait while others move freely. We're rejecting narratives that sanitize harm while repeating it. We're rejecting comfort when it is purchased through injustice. Because justice requires disruption, justice requires honesty, and justice cannot wait until it is convenient. Abolish and prosecute ICE, land back for indigenous nations, end occupation everywhere it is enforced, from Palestine to the Congo, from Puerto Rico to Hawaii and beyond. Free all communities living under state violence, border, and extraction. Demilitarize policing and dismantle systems that thrive on surveillance and containment. Defend people over power always. And we say it plainly because politeness has never saved us. Fuck Donald Trump. Some lives are disposable while others are protected. This is not about one person. It is about an entire structure that we are refusing to normalize any longer. We're done waiting. We're done performing patience. We're done mistaking silence for safety. There are no kings here, only people, and we are not asking anymore. We're deciding what comes next.
Hey, give it up good. All right, so we all remember that we were in the State House, so I forget what month it all bleeds together anymore. Redistricting, right? That's the issue. We remember we beat them. Well, the next person had a lot to do with that, so please welcome Julia Vaughn from Common Cause.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Indiana. Boy, is this a lovely sight. Y'all look great. Thank you all for being out here and standing up for our state and for our country. This is not a monarchy. This is the United States of America, and we are here to take our country back. Now, I am very proud to be a Hoosier. I am a native of this state. And like Kim said, I have never been prouder to be a Hoosier than back in December when we stopped the Trump mid-cycle gerrymandering scheme. The only state in the country that turned that back. So Hoosiers, give yourself a pat on the back. We did it. And we did it together. And that was a huge victory. I've been working for 30-some years to defend democracy in our state. And that is the biggest win we've ever won. Yes. But you know what? We're not done yet. We're just are going to show them in the midterm elections that Indiana's not going to be in the basement for voter turnout anymore. And we're not, because all of the work that is going on across our state, people are working hard, registering voters, educating them about why it's so important, getting them to check their voter registration, make a voting plan. But you know, there are people working on the other side who want to make it more difficult to vote, who want to put more roadblocks in the way of voters. We're not going to let them. Not in our state. So we at Common Cause need your help. We're part of the nonpartisan Election Protection Project. It's a national project, runs in all 50 states. The centerpiece is the 866 Our Vote hotline that any voter can call before Election Day, on Election Day, ask questions, and get help. I'm recruiting volunteers in Marion and Hamilton County to be stationed at targeted polling locations to report any problems that happen and provide any assistance to voters who are having help. So if you're interested in helping with that project, becoming an election protection volunteer, please go to our table over on the west side of the State House. We've got a flyer for you to take with you that got a QR code. You can sign up at home. But we need an army of volunteers to protect the vote here in Indiana, because believe me, the people in power know that something's up. They can tell that they're looking for that change through the ballot box. So there are people who are motivated to make it difficult to vote. So that's what our election protection volunteers do. They're there on the front lines providing information and assistance to voters. So if you can help during early voting or on election day, we really need your help. But again, I can sense in Indiana at the grassroots, there's something going on. People are angry. They're anxious. They are looking forward to Election Day. So we all have to do our parts, and when we work together, we can stop things like the Trump mid-cycle redistricting scheme. Again, we did what no other state has done, so we can get our state out of the basement in terms of voter turnout when we work together. So I know you guys are up for the task, so I'd just like you to join me in saying, let's go. All right? On 3, I want you to say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! All right, let's do it.
All right, everyone, give it up for Julia Vaughn. Now, I wanted to be funny. I wanted to confuse you all. So our next speaker is Julie Storbeck from Indiana now. All the way up from Valpo. Y'all get louder for her. Come on, she drove.
Hello, everybody. What a beautiful crowd today. Looking out here, I want all the women, all the little girls, and all the queer people to let me know you're here. Oh, yeah, do it again. I love it. Now, everybody me. I don't care what gender you are, I don't care what age you are, I don't care what your ethnicity is, what your race is, your nation of origin, your anything, I don't care who you are. I want to hear it from everybody in the crowd. I am fierce.
I am fierce.
I am a warrior.
I am a warrior.
I am a warrior for peace.
I am a warrior for peace.
For unity.
For unity.
For love.
For love.
For compassion.
For compassion.
And now every little kid, cover your ears. Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
Again.
Fuck ICE.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. My name is Julie Starbuck, and I am the president of Indiana State National Organization for Now, perhaps our National Organization for Women. Perhaps you've heard of us. We've been around for 60 years. I personally am a Chicago transplant who lives up by Lake Michigan, on the shores of Lake Michigan. I'm the president of Indiana Now and also of Northwest Indiana Now. We have a table over there with Indiana Now and Indianapolis Now, and I want everybody to come over to our table because we got all kinds of information out there for you. Now, originally I was going to come in and I was going to talk about some statistics and different things about the reality of life in Indiana for women, because quite frankly, the reality of life for women in Indiana sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Indiana's a garbage state when it comes to women's rights.
Yeah, it is.
But we, the people, know better. We, the people, are ready to fight for our rights. We are ready to fight for reproductive justice. We are ready to fight for racial justice. We are ready to fight for economic justice. We are ready to fight for constitutional equality. We are ready to fight, are you ready? We are ready to fight for LGBTQ equality. And we are ready to end gender-based violence once and for all. National Organization for Women is out there working. We are working with the halfway decent people over here in the legislature who left, because there are some, and we work with them, and we work with other community organizations in order to effect change through legislation. Now, we're going to vote the assholes out and vote in decent people. What do we got to do? We're going to vote. And we're going to do it in November, we're going to do it in October, and we're going to do it in the primary. I look out here at all these wonderful, shining, smiling faces, and you all know, you already know, that at least 40% of women are sexually assaulted. We know the number is significantly higher. Those are the numbers that we know. We know that at least 40% of women are survivors of domestic and intimate partner violence. I look out here and I know there are people in this crowd today who live in violence. We know that children with disabilities are 6 times as likely to be sexually assaulted as able-bodied children. Is anybody okay with that?
Hell no!
Is anybody here gonna help put an end to that?
Yes!
I don't care about the Epstein files anymore. I care about the Trumpstein trials. I want to see these people. If the only thing people want is to see these files being released, I say redact the ones that are already out there. I say we need to get investigations, we need to get trials, and we need to get convictions for these pedophiles.
Hell yeah!
Because my body is my body. Your body is your body. No means no. And if I say yes and change my mind, no means no. Say it with me.
No
means
no.
no means No. And that is what it means to be fierce. That is what it means to be a warrior for justice, a warrior for peace, a warrior for unity, and a warrior for putting pedophiles behind bars and under the prisons so they never, ever, ever touch our children again.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to drop the mic. She won't let me drop the mic. She won't let me have any fun. It's not her mic.
Not her mic.
The National Organization for Women for 60 years has been fighting for all 6 of these pillars that are on my shirt. I've been over there telling people, this is the one time I'm not going to tell you. My eyes are up here. I'm going to tell you. Look at the shirt. This is what we work for because we understand that all of these issues are so deeply intertwined and interrelated that we cannot pull one thread. We cannot have one without the other, and that is why we put them in a circle around our logo. And that is why we need every last one of you here to come over to our table, to take a brochure, take some plancpills.org stickers, to sign up, get some information, grab a pride flag, get involved, because women's rights are human rights. We're the people who believe in that bizarre idea that women are people too. And if you agree that women are people too, I need your voice here in Indiana. Are you with me? I can't hear you. One more time for those in the back. I want you to be heard at the rally in Highland, the rally in Buffalo, the rally in Michigan City up on the shores of Lake Michigan. Are you with me? Free Palestine! We dropped the mic. I didn't really, again, it's not my mic. I don't want to pay for this equipment. I think it's expensive. So, everybody give it up for Julie Storbeck. Make sure you go over your friend. You might not need Plan B, but your neighbor might, go sign up. Get the things. They have cute little stickers we can put in the various places. I didn't tell anyone to do that.
We can look back and find it.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear what she said. I don't know that happened. I plead the fifth. All right. So how's everybody feeling? Do we remember what we taught you? Ho, ho, ho. La, 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 la. Yes, see? Now what we did there was we sneak attacked and gave you some things to help you de-escalate and regulate your own emotions. You didn't know we did that, did you? But now when you go home and you're real mad and you want to throw something and you want to say the F word to like Maja, Trumpers, ICE, CELON, all the lists. Ha, 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 la, 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 la. They cannot take our joy from us. The next speaker is Miguel. I practiced it 5 times, and then when I looked at him, it went out my brain. Avila from Indiana Aid.
I think he's
Indiana Aid.
Do you want to walk back?
Yeah.
All right, let's walk back to the front.
She didn't know how to pronounce it. Like she did not.
because
Okay, that's why I missed her name.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes a todos. Thank you all for being here today. It is so nice to see so much wise people together taking part of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is Miguel Avila. I am a Mexican immigrant that has been living in this beautiful country, and I became gracias. I became a Hoosier a little over 20 years ago. I am the typical neighbor next door. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a friend, and I'm a member of the community, just like anyone in here. My wife and kids, they U.S. citizens, of course.
Almost 2 years ago, I got released from an immigration detention center where I spent a period a little over 9 months in detention. Totally isolated from the external world, no sunlight, no fresh air, no family visits, losing track of time, not knowing if it was day or night, living in some of the worst conditions a human being could ever experience. But the worst part is not what we're going through in there. The worst part is what our broken family has to face while we are incarcerated. The tremendous stress level my wife and family had to deal with and the psychological trauma caused to my children, it's not something that we can be easily handled. It has caused lasting damage. And my family will never be the same again. Now, turning adversity into advocacy, after experiencing firsthand the hardship and challenges of immigration detention, I made a conscious decision to dedicate myself to activism and advocacy for immigrants' rights. This journey began following my release as I saw ways to support others who are facing similar struggles.
I tried
Today,
to get Apple Maps to change it, but it's
when I'm not practicing my musical skills or writing poetry, I regularly visit individuals held in ICE custody. My own experience gave me a unique perspective and deep empathy for the suffering. And believe me when I say that only I can feel their pain in a way few others can, because I have lived through it myself. I have been there. This motivates me to stand with them, often support and work tirelessly to champion the rights within our community. We know by fact that over 70% of people in ICE custody has no criminal record at all. And most of them, they were arrested just because they don't have an Indiana driver license. Every time I visit these detention centers, I see the detainees' broken souls, their hopes vanishing at the ticking of the clock. As I walk through the gloomy halls, I can't ignore the haunting silence and the overwhelming sense of despair that fills the air. Each visit reminds me that these are not just statistics. They are fathers, they are brothers, they are somebody's sons, longing for freedom and for the embrace of loved ones left behind. The overcrowded conditions, the uncertainty of the future, and the absence of dignity are daily realities for so many in there. Bearing witness to their suffering and only strengthened my resolve to fight for human treatment and policies that respect the basic rights for every single person, regardless of the immigration status. By now, they have almost 600 detainees only in Miami jail on the ICE custody. But they have conditioned the place for at least 1,000 beds capacity. This is without counting the other Indiana detention centers. And the worst is still to come. They are planning to open even the biggest warehouse here in Indianapolis. They want to have the capacity to host 8,500 beds. Every bed in detention represents a broken family. Every bed in detention represents pain and suffering. Detention causes family crisis. In the meantime, what are we doing about it? People really need to get off of their comfort zone. People that stay sitting at home thinking the situation does not affect them. They need to understand that by doing so, they only contributing to the system to keep plowing all over and over again. It's time to raise awareness. It's time to raise our voices. Every single one of us needs to call the Indiana Department of Corrections Commissioner and tell him to end ICE detention at Miami Correction Facility. We need to prevent and block futurized detention facilities from opening in the states of Indiana. Take action today. Not only you can take action today, but you can also join us and volunteer. Please help us keep helping those in need. This is the moment, right here, right now. Let's keep working together. Now, I want to read to you a short poem that I wrote in detention. I really hope you guys get the message in here. I call it, you know how they keep putting funny names on these detention centers? Alligator, Alcatraz, the Speedway, Slammer, whatever. Why I call them the modern Auschwitz.
Yes.
The modern Auschwitz, 9 months of detention. 9 months of uncertainty, 9 months of suffering, of isolation and segregation, absence of kindness, lack of sunshine and of warm-heartedness, psychological torture and repression, racism and humiliation. Why do they hate us so much? What are they afraid of? They walk all over our rights in the new concentration camps. It's the modern Auschwitz, the new detention center that, disguised under the new immigration law, they go purging city after city without being afraid. Replicating history itself, the old Nazism is back again. Hands and feet of shackles, apprehended by the hundreds. There is no mercy of any kind. Minds and souls already broken. Filthy bodies forced to march to an uncertain destination. And we cannot protest at all because human rights from degradation. Full wagons ready to depart. We all are going to get burned alive. Shut up, be quiet. They build you up and expel you out. If all the immigrants would leave at once, then what will this nation be like? If today they remove 100, by tomorrow 10,000 will arrive. Be strong, my brothers, go ahead. If we all live together at once, this country will starve to death. Thank you. My name is Miguel.
All right, everybody give it up for Miguel. All right, between the last speech and this speech, I forgot. Caroline Hardy, out there, could you please come to the south side steps? Someone is looking for you. Caroline Hardy, I don't know if you hear me, but I'm hoping you do. I'm going to say it one more time. Caroline Hardy, come to the south side of the steps. Thank you. All right, so how's everybody feeling? All right, I feel like we're getting a little tired, so say, hi, I love you to your neighbor. See, you kind of like it, don't you? It's a whole thing. What we're doing there is we're teaching you that we should love our neighbor. See, what would Jesus do?
Love our neighbors.
That part. I'm up here today because I was asked to speak for a group some of you might have heard of, might know about, called Hoosiers Rise. Woo! So Hoosiers Rise has been working tirelessly since we have started doing this year and part of last year, and they do very much good things. They're a statewide hub. Hold on, my phone is doing the things. I want to make sure I read it correctly. Hoosiers Rise is a statewide hub that helps people find protests, mutual aid, and ways to take action all across Indiana. They don't organize events themselves. What they do is make sure you can actually find what's already happening. Because let's be real, half the time things are scattered across flyers, groups, chats, and random posts. And if you're not already plugged in, we miss it, right? Hoosiers Rise pulls all of that together into one place. They have a searchable database, a statewide map, a calendar, and a bi-weekly guide called the Activist Almanac that shows everything happening across the state. You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys found each other. The person has been found. They have been reunited, and it feels so good. We love you. I love all of you. So if you ever thought, I want to get involved, but I have no idea what's happening, that's exactly what Hoosiers Rise is for. They make it easy to find your way in. Everything they make is free, public, and designed to be shared so information can be actually spread, which means, yes, it's okay to use the graphics on your page. You can find everything at HoosiersRise.org or Hoosiers Rise on all social media platforms. I definitely recommend checking them out and sharing it with people in your community. This movement only works if we can find each other. Hoosiers Rise makes sure we can. Now we had Amy Courtney up next, but Amy's been trying to bop throughout the state. Are we here yet, Amy? Amy Courtney, we'll fit her in when she gets here. She's trying to hit about 20 No Kings. Y'all give it up for her regardless. We'll get her up here eventually. Amy Courtney from Mad Voters. All right, and again, I thought I was being funny with the lineup. So the next one is Amy Guzman from Westside Individual Indie Resistance. Are you out there? I don't want to have to move on from two speakers. All right, Amy, you over here? And Liz is with you? You were going to introduce Liz, correct? Yes, yes. Oh, look at the little puppies.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
All right, everybody give it up for Amy Guzman. She's the one responsible for doing all of those marches that just came in. She did lots of hard work working with all the groups. This is what cooperative and being a community organizer looks like.
Yeah, I see a sign up there.
Thank you.
This is question.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody that is here, dedicating your time to the organizers and to all of the Spoke March leaders. That when the people converge, democracy surges. That was our theme. I just want to explain how I got involved. For a year now, both my son and I have started carrying our wallet passport card for safety. We are both Latinos. We have had our heads on swivels in regards to personal safety. And I have been working on teaching advocacy skills to myself, to my son, and to the community for personal protection in public, being an immigrant here in this nation, in this state. Since the immigrant protest at last year's State of the State address, where I saw many young people my son's age there to stand up for their parents, my age, scared at home and expressing their fear that their parents may leave, self-deport, or be taken, leaving all the family responsibilities on the older sibling, similar to the age of my son. I have told myself that I will fight, expose my face, my identity for those that cannot. And that has come with great collaborations, many visibility and solidarity events and rallies at places like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, at the 500, activities like chalking the Avon Town Hall with neighbors when their police did a traffic blitz, trying to detain people off the street at a traffic stop. We protested the sheriff's holding of ICE detainees at the Marion County Jail, which now Stuart Moore's group has stopped that. We have shared the signs of solidarity and whistle packs with No Kings in Speedway and Westside businesses holding Legal Observer, Know Your Rights, and immigrant process education. And we have run PC and delegate trainings. We have done fun craftivism events, completing a spoke march at Last Kings with 3 spokes. This time we had 4 spokes. So we have a completely new group that is added on, and the collaboration and the community with these groups has been something that has got me through this whole entire process, and I appreciate you. We came from the Madam Walker Theater along the cultural trail led last time by a mother with her disabled child in a wheelchair and elders using walkers to make their symbolic trek. We have protested Senator Young, Banks, VP Vance, and Border Czar Tom Homan in person. And my son and I traveled to Fort Wayne to join. We are a military family. We traveled to Fort Wayne to join
their indivisible group to protest Pete Hegseth when he was there on Veterans Day. We fought redistricting, small wins, community building, and an experience of true solidarity with Westsiders and beyond. We are now collaborating in action against the ICE flights, which Liz will speak about, and the NCAA events that are coming up that are complicit and using ICE airlines. In short, our tactic has been to use art, our bodies, to show up and witness these bad actors in person as legal observers and to let them know that they are not operating in anonymity. Westsiders are brave. Indianapolis Hoosiers are brave. We went to the ICE facility and we stood there while they had snipers on the roofs. They had people with masks on the roof, and we were there with the DJ, Fred Miller, who's here today. All of this has come at a great cost of threats to me and my family, severe gatekeeping, and a patriarchal pressure for our group to abandon or alter planned activities or even racist harm within activism circles. When we try to fix the problems and fight fascism by building similar constructs that have the same systemic issues, it is harder to wield the correct tool and weapon that we need to win against this authoritarian regime. It is time that we all, including myself, take a deep look into our spaces and our communities that we build and find the traces of the toxic oppression, racism, and pull them out by the root in order to be truly allies and in solidarity with vulnerable populations. That is why it is so disturbing that with this admin is going after our history books, education system, media, the journalists, because when we forget about the systems that allowed these atrocities in the past, such as slavery, the encampments of the Japanese Americans, the Holocaust, or the genocide and betrayal of Native Americans, that we stand on their ground right now. These same mentalities can be then reformed to dehumanize another group of people to the point of torture, murder, and concentration camps in our state. We say no. So I encourage us all to search our own histories, our biases, and our networks for how we can self-reflect, spur collective healing, and truly fight this hate together with love. Above all, each person here holds strengths and gifts to use in your own local spaces, in your communities, in your families, within your friends, and your workplaces, where you can affect change within your communities, being yourself and using whatever talents you have, from art to music to your career to this movement, is what we truly need. There is no one right way to do activism. Don't ever let anyone tell you that. Because with your unique attributes, you will reach out to serve people that some of us cannot. Like Terry over on the corner doing her artwork, like Fred doing his DJ. We really appreciate every one of you and the sacrifice that you took to come here and march together and show the unity on the cultural trail, which honors our values as Hoosiers. And I'm gonna bring up Liz, who is our partner.
Hi everybody, I'm Liz Marvin and I'm an organizer with Indie Resistance Invisible and Westside Indie Indivisible. As you may know, since last summer, at least 3 ICE deportation flights per week have operated out of the Indianapolis airport. We've had 40 flights just since the beginning of this year. These deportation flights arrive at the airport's private terminal, hidden from public view. For each flight, dozens of detainees, most of them shackled at the wrists and at the waist, are loaded onto the plane and transported to a DHS detention camp in Alexandria, Louisiana. We've demanded that the airport authority work with us to try and resist these ICE flights, or at least make a statement condemning them, but they refuse to do anything. But more on them another time. Because do you know who else is arriving at the private charter terminal this week?
JD fuck a van?
The men's NCAA Final Four teams. And more than likely, they'll be traveling on the very same planes that are flying these ICE deportation flights. Here's the scoop. The charter airlines that are flying the majority of ICE deportation flights are Global X and Eastern Air Express. The NCAA is paying these very same airlines to fly men's and women's March Madness teams around the country. It sucks.
It sucks.
What can you do about this? I'm so glad you asked. As home to both NCAA headquarters right down the street that direction, and as host of the Final Four, Indianapolis cannot sit quietly by this coming week. So here's what you're gonna do. You ready?
Sure.
All right. First, you're gonna take out your phone. Yes, your phone. Second, you're gonna scan the QR code that is on signs around the crowd, or you can simply go to dumpice.com. Okay, that's dumpice.com. You're gonna click the Take Action button and fill out the email to send a message to the entire NCAA leadership as well as the athletic directors at universities around the country, demanding that they stop flying our student athletes on ICE charter airlines. And then if you're ready to take action that's not just on your phone, you're gonna go in another browser window to bit.ly/IceNCAA, all one word. And some of you might have received little palm cards with this information on it as well. So that's a form that will register you with Indie Resistance Indivisible, letting us know that you're interested in taking action with us this week and during Final Four weekend. I know that calling out the NCAA while folks are in Indianapolis to just watch basketball chafes against our commitment to Hoosier hospitality. But you know what else isn't Hoosier hospitality? Staying silent while the government disappears our neighbors. So please find me in the crowd, find anybody carrying a sign that looks kind of like that in the crowd, and sign up to tell the NCAA to not fly with ICE. Thank you.
Everybody give it up for Westside Indian Indivisible Resistance Movement! All right, so we found Amy Courtney, and we're going to put her up here for Mad Voters. So everyone give it up for Amy Courtney for Mad Voters!
Thank you. Sorry, I've been making the rounds today. I was in Boone County, I was in Hendricks County, now I'm in Marion County. So, thank you. Good afternoon, my fellow Hoosiers. It is such an honor to be standing with you today alongside millions of Americans who are rallying behind the premise on which our country was founded. America has no kings. It's not just a slogan, it's a promise. It means that power rests with the people, that no official, president or congressperson, governor or state lawmaker has the unchecked authority to wage war, strip away our rights, or ignore the law. And today, we honor that foundation by exercising our First Amendment rights of freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. Right now, in the White House, there is a man who has unilaterally declared war, who ignores the rule of law, who tramples on checks and balances.
No, I did once like 20 years ago.
Our democratic institutions, and who dehumanizes anyone who dares to stand up to him. He ignores
There's a lot of little tents out here. Boo. Oh, I guess I should show people so they can. For my followers.
I was like, Kim.
I don't know, to be honest. I know it's the same artist on my like campaign stuff. I got it. I don't see that.
Which one? With the now? I think it's probably on this side. Are you looking for some person or for a group?
To get that.
Probably over here. There's other parties over here. West of, you said it was west of, it was on the west side.
Here, we'll sit.
What's about the inn soon? The inn's at 2:30, I thought. That's really too high for a person. I think should be like 20%. I don't know where they get that 37%. It should be like 20, 10%. Who the fuck still supports this dumb bastard? Hello, guys. I don't mean to put you on my video, but you guys kind of walked in the middle of my video. I can't help it, cops. They're in my video now. But no, it's just glad that we have a Democrat mayor, because this would not be so easy in a Republican city. Because if Republicans owned the city, this would not happen. They would just, like, those cops would be the opposite cops. They'd be like, nope, you're not allowed. So I'm glad we do have some resemblance of hope.
What was that place I want to go to?
Oh, mother, or now, is it like... Women. No king.
America has no king. America has no king. America has no king. America has
No king.
America has
No king.
America
Could be over
has
there.
no
It could
king.
be over where those tents over there.
No
Kings.
No
Kings. No kings. This is one that's rotating around the whole building. No king. Let's go try to swoop through here real quick. Nice.
But then again, I don't know why she didn't put
There's a bunch of groups here, like a Common Cause. You have your Democratic Socialist group, which is my group, but I can't do it because it would ruin my political chances at the moment, which is stupid. Should be able to be what you want to be, but hey guys, love you guys.
Thank you for listening to the speech.
I'm glad that you made it out.
Thank you. Well, yeah, for now. You guys want to take home some information?
Sure.
Just keep it or spread it around,
For
you
sure,
know?
for sure.
Just keep supporting immigrants in detention.
For sure.
God's with you.
Yes,
That's,
thank
you
you.
fear
Thank
nothing.
Thank you.
Now,
Here's now, yes.
And Mary here is
what am I looking for?
I don't know. You could just.
You look like somebody who may have heard of Now before.
So if you want to join, you can go to the national website and sign up.
We just heard you on stage.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
and you came by to say hi anyway. Thank
Yes.
you.
I'm live, but I'm sorry if you don't want to be on the internet.
Oh, I don't care.
I have not really many followers, but it's okay. I'm a Ukrainian. I'm doing this for my Ukrainian channel, but they want to see that we're protesting in the same way as they're fighting fascism on the literal front lines against our fight against the political fascism.
Once a month.
Watch out. Yes, yes. It's also because the soldiers are fighting because they can't think about it if they're worried about
They had found her 2 days later where her mother had piled dead bodies on top of her.
Just
so that when because the soldiers were coming through and they had found their hiding place, and so the mom had put dead bodies on top of her so that the soldiers would think she was already dead.
Yeah.
And when they found her, her mother had been shot.
Yeah.
And killed. And she'd been raped.
His
and
wife.
the little girl, they found her later and brought her into the refugee
His
center.
wife, grandmother, was a child when the Nazis came in.
And they murdered her whole family, and her and like
Her
2 people
mom
survived.
Sent
Oh my God.
these little kids out in the forest.
Yeah, just to survive right before.
Got it?
So.
And I would trust you. Here you go. And
So yeah,
thank you very much for your donation.
So
it's like a repeat.
Yes,
Like
it's
what
like
she
a river
survived
rally.
is what other people are now surviving, like Bucha and other places in Ukraine that were just like the things they did is I just don't want to say because I've been following this and I was there in Ukraine as well because I was living in Ukraine for 10 years before this war, and I met my wife and I had my daughter in Ukraine, and their medical system is fantastic for people, especially women. Yeah, here it's like good luck. You can have a kid and have some debt. Yeah, there is $500 for private hospitals. I really love it. And, but they have such great energy. I'm really glad that.
It was like in the 50s, I would
And I just recently learned, I was doing some research, and I just recently learned violence in war is that outside of combat soldiers and combat women have the highest death rate for anyone.
Yeah.
You're not trying to work.
No, we're the civilians for this time. We're the ones that are pregnant that are nursing.
Yeah.
We're the ones that
But the government, Zelensky did his best to get everyone, all the women out, like constantly getting the children and women out. That was the first to go. You're right though, a lot of times women and children are the last to go. I was really proud that he tried his best to get them out. I know they were targeting little vehicles.
And they have transit.
But I know that you're trying to win. Putin is hiding. You hear the news?
I thought I heard that rumor.
Yeah. Jason J. Smart, who's a Ukrainian political scientist, has said now that Putin's been hiding for 2 weeks. Something's going on. Someone got him out. I hope so. For America, because Trump is being delusionalized by.
No, not delusion. He's in bed.
Well, yeah, that's all. So one guy goes, maybe it'll be easy to get the other guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, really hoping that Putin, because there was a lot of good news about that. I almost killed my phone. So, all right, everyone, I killed a iPhone battery from this protest. It's been 88 minutes. It's been a really good time. I have to say, to everyone who's there, Ukraine, a lot of people here support Ukraine. We're going to fight for you guys. We're protesting for not just us, but for all people in the world. So don't forget, Americans have not given up our fight. And we too are not happy with the things going on. And we too will find a way to get this and remove this problem. So don't worry, world. We understand you're mad at us. But at the same time, we're mad at ourselves. So don't worry, world. We will get rid of our problem, and we're very sorry that we let you guys down. Okay? Thank you. Last time, I'll just catch this group here with my 6% battery. I just don't want my phone to die before before I post this video.
But it's like the whole Voldemort thing.
I'm very interested.
That could be a ice plane right there.
I guess.
Okay.
And then we saw the.
Well, Team Ukraine is out. Peace. May God watch over all of us.